Welcome to a place where people are rigorously tested. A place that tests a person both physically and mentally. A place where some pass, but most fail. Welcome to the Mercury Laboratories. Welcome back. We are now diving right into test number 5, which is appropriately titled Escape 5. This time we managed to convince 4 test subjects to take on the first stage. Boy, do they have no idea what they're getting themselves into. For stage 1, test subjects will have 1 minute 30 seconds to make it through our altered course. Penalties will deduct 10 seconds from their time. First, test subjects will have to get past the rock line, followed by the number cruncher EXQ. After that, they'll have to get past the metal track, and then it's the weight hurdles, followed by the weight deceptor. After that, they'll have to get past the number cruncher EXA, Heaven's Gate, and finally, the rope climb. How will they do? Our first test subject today is test subject number 45. Last time we saw him was in test 3, where he made it all the way to the final stage. How will he do in this time around? He gets ready for the starting signal.
3, 2, 1, initiate.
The clock starts and he begins on the rock path. And he forgot that he had to jump to the number cruncher EXQ. That's gonna cost him 10 seconds. Anyway, his question for the number cruncher is 64 plus 85. Hopefully he can remember the answer by the time he reaches the number cruncher EXA. Now up next is the weight carry. He has to carry that backpack that he currently put on and then go over 2 hurdles with it on. Now that backpack is very heavy, and if you're not careful, it will bring you down. You go over the slanted hurdle just fine, and he falls down on the normal hurdle. Now with the backpack still on, he has to cross the deceptor. Can he hold his balance? And he makes it. Now he can drop the backpack, which he does. And now in a number cruncher EXA. Can he remember what the answer is? And he forgot what he was supposed to say. And now he's got to get across the Heaven's Gate, and unfortunately, too many penalties. Test subject number 45 has been eliminated from this test. Up next is test subject number 22. Last time in test 4 he had some troubles and failed in the first stage. Will he be able to make up for his loss this time around? Let's see how he does. He waits for the starting signal.
3, 2, 1, initiate.
The clock starts and he makes his way across the lock path. He jumps onto the number cruncher EXQ, and his question is, what is 11 plus 46? He'll have to memorize the answer by the time he gets to the number cruncher EXA. Now on to the metal track. He has to make sure that none of those bars fall off of the track as he crosses. He's being very careful. So far nothing has fallen. And he reaches the other side. Now onto the weight hurdles. He gets the backpack. It's very heavy, so he has to be very careful when crossing the hurdles. He gets to the first hurdle, slanted hurdle. He makes his way over carefully. Last time he lost, he failed because he lost a lot of time. Hopefully he'll be able to pick up the pace, and oh my! The backpack swung him around the hurdle, bringing him to the ground. He's able to get himself up. He's down to about 35 seconds right now. He's carefully making his way across the deceptor. He does so. He drops the backpack, now onto the number cruncher EXA. He answers 57 and is indeed correct. Now on a Heaven's Gate, it's 1 bar you have to make across. He is running low on time. He needs to make sure he picks up the pace in the rope climb. He's running. He's low on time. He has to climb quickly.
5,
He has to give it everything he's got. He had a lot of trouble last time trying to climb this obstacle. Will he do it? Oh! And once again, test subject number 22 runs out of time on the rope climb. Such a shame. Next up to try the course is test subject number 42. Last time we saw him, it was in test 3 when he fell victim to the third stage. How will he do this time around?
3, 2, 1. Initiate.
The clock starts and he makes his way across the rock line, jumps onto the number cruncher EXQ, and his question is, what is 47 plus 37? He'll have to memorize that as he makes his way across the metal track. He has to be careful not to knock any of them over. He seems to have moved the first one. And oh, it fell down. That's a 10-second penalty right there. He's going to have to move a little bit faster now to make sure he reaches the end. And he does. Now he's going to grab the backpack and make his way over to the weight hurdles. He gets it on. And makes his way over. Onto the slanted hurdle first. He gets over easily. Now onto the regular hurdle. Gets over, and oh, he stumbles a little. And now he makes his way onto the Deceptor, and oh, he gives up and tries to save time by not wasting time, knowing he'll get a penalty. And oh, he falls on Heaven's Gate and has unfortunately run out of time. He too has failed the first stage. But it looks like he's going to try to beat the rope climb anyway. And he does, with his foot. Good job. And now it all comes down to test subject number 17. In the last test, he beat the first stage. But if he fails here, test 5 will end immediately.
3, 2, 1. Initiate.
The clock starts and he makes his way across the line path very carefully. Gets on a number cruncher EXQ, didn't make the same mistakes last time, and his question is, what is... Wow, that is lucky. 47 plus 1. That, if he gets this wrong, I just have no respect for him. Anyway, he makes it across the metal track. So far, so good, not knocking down any of the bars. And, oh, he stands up and gets across, no problem. He grabs the backpack for the weight hurdles. Taking too much time, it seems, to get the backpack on. And that was a little unnecessary. Anyway, so he gets on over to the hurdles. First the slanted hurdle. Using his height to his advantage, he gets over no problem. Now to the regular hurdle. Easily steps over. The backpack does not disorient him in any way. Now onto the Deceptor. And he loses his balance and he loses time. He's down to less than 20 seconds. He can do this if he doesn't have any more mistakes. He gets it right away. Answers 48. Now across Heaven's Gate. He cannot afford any more mistakes. Less than 10 seconds remaining. Will stage 5, will the 5th test end here, or will he be able to beat it?
2, 1.
Times against him, and unfortunately, test subject number 17 has also failed the first stage. Test 5 ends here. Well. Looks like we managed to make stage 1 hard enough that no one could pass it. Well, either way, this test ends here. Next time, we start the final test of this little mini marathon with Test 6, Escape 6. How will they do? Tune in next time to find out.